How will the next generation view us? What excuses do we have? Now that we know, it's really our responsibility. I feel really lucky. I knew from a really young age that my passion was being in and around the water. I grew up along the shores of Great South Bay in Massapequa. My fondest memories as a kid were clamming and crabbing and fishing with my friends and family. We would even play in the boat in the driveway and pretend we were fishing when we couldn't get out to go fishing. To this day, the night before a fishing trip is like Christmas Eve. I get so excited that I can't sleep. It's sometimes hard to get away from the crowds on Long Island, but when I pull past the lighthouse and just move out into Long Island Sound, it's like I'm automatically on vacation. Just getting to spend some time out on the water is therapy for a lot of us. You don't need to have a boat to be a fisherman on Long Island, though. There's a lot of places that you can access the water. There's a lot of public parks. There's a lot of these secret little fishing spots in the backs of the harbor. So I keep my boat in West Shore Marina, which is just at the north end of Huntington Village. As I pull out of the slip, I'm just blown away by the number of fishing boats and yachts and sailboats and workboats that you see as you come out of the harbor. It really is obvious that I'm not the only Long Islander who's passionate about the water. My wife is the same way. When we first talked about marriage, she told me that she would rather have a boat than a wedding ring. And I knew at that moment that she was the right one. People have asked, isn't it strange for you to be a fisherman and a conservationist? But for me, it's very natural in trying to protect the place that I love the most. At some point, I realized I wasn't going to be able to make a living as a fisherman on Long Island. It saddens me to hear Billy Joel sing that there ain't no island left for islanders like me. It resonates. So I went to school to study marine environmental science and started my career as a researcher. What I found was there's an entire field of research that's focused on studying environmental problems, but what's really needed is to take those studies and turn them into answers and solutions. Cleaning up Long Island's waters is a big job. Some days the magnitude of that is overwhelming. The way we are managing wastewater is having devastating impacts on our marine and coastal areas. But fishermen are optimists. Otherwise, we would never go fishing after a bad day fishing. I don't take issue with past decisions that were made by people who didn't know better. But we're the first generation who actually knows how to fix this problem. It's incumbent upon us to make the investments so that the next generation of Long Islanders tells stories about how when they were a kid, they couldn't swim in these waters, but now they can. Every generation leaves a legacy. Ours will be tied to our waters. It's up to us how we leave them. My name is LoBue, and I am the Senior Marine Scientist at the Nature Conservancy on Long Island.